Hello, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome today to the 300th episode of the Road to Glory here on FIFA 20 Ultimate Team. Damn, finger points to the sky. What a day. We've made it to 300 episodes of the series. And obviously I just want to start by saying thank you to you guys out there for all of your love and support on the series this year. We're by no means done. You know, we're in the latter stages of the cycle, but just a massive thank you to all of you for sitting back, relaxing, and enjoying the RTG like every single day. I love you guys, and yeah, it's gone better than I could have ever imagined this year. So cheers to that. I mean, all I've got is a drinks bottle, but cheers to that, and hopefully things can go as well in the next FIFA as well. But yeah, 300 episodes in. Jeez, I mean, the team's changed quite a lot. Today, what we need to do is get stuck in with the final set of our weekend league games, and then, well, we got some of those crazy SBC upgrade packs later, so look forward to them. If you do enjoy, do me a favor, let's go for 3,000 likes for the 300th episode. Or maybe we should up that. 30,000 likes? I don't think you guys can do that. That might be a bit of a stretch. Maybe 30,000 views and 3,000 likes. That would be top tier for me. But yeah, and of course subscribe as well if you're new around here. So so into the episode we go. And I start things off here at like, what was I, like 10 and 4? I tell you what, why not change tradition, right? I need to open up the Excel spreadsheet right now so that we can talk through this as we go. But yes, so we were like 10 and 4 after our first 14 games. Sometimes we do a lot better than that. Sometimes we've been known to do a little bit worse. But this was the start of my Sunday session. So first game of the day, bit rusty, 14 minutes, 15 minutes on the clock. Your boy finds himself 2-0 down, and I'm just like, do I quit here? But I didn't, and we persevere. But this was sort of like how rusty I was. I had a great opportunity with Ibra there, fluffed it. Like, carry on running in, Tom, maybe cut it back to Ribery, and we probably could have scored a goal. But Mane goes on a little bit of a run on his own. So actually, Ibra did a great job there at keeping the defender at bay, so that Mane could do his thing, and he ends up getting the goal for us to get one back. And then that was on like the 38th minute. So in the 43rd minute, when I knock it across from Ibra and Mane scores again, I'm like, damn, we're back in this game. Nice one. So yeah, motivation levels were high. It was almost like I'd woken up and figured out what I could do with the buttons, you know. So yeah, I mean, and then when I score in like the 47th minute here, to completely turn the game around and go 3-2 up before half time. Right, how much money would you have put down to bet against me there if you knew that in the 38th FIFA minute I was 2-0 down, that I would be 3-2 up at half time? You lot would have all bet against me. I know it. I absolutely know it. But hey, Lasty's woken up and he's turned this game around. And then Bobby Firmino, I mean, we nearly get a goal from that one. It was a good strike. I found that he's got a lot of shot power, you know, even though I'm guessing I've maxed it out with a chem style. But like, I don't think Bobby's got 99 shot power by default. He's like that's one of the stats that you think, maybe I shouldn't have done that SBC, but actually, he's been such a great player for us. And then we get through with this man again, Ribery. So he just scored that beautiful chip. He's going to score again here. The only issue I have with this Ribery is that I decided to do him too early. Because obviously, we now have those crazy upgrade packs. I reckon, I mean, it cost me 100k to do it because we used the fodder in our club. And I guess I would have always used that fodder from my club. However, I probably would have sunk a bunch of coins. Like that 100,000 coins that we put into to finish off Ribery. If I'd have put that into non-rare golds and rare golds to get the 85 to 92 upgrades done and some of the 84 plus doubles, then I think we would have stretched that 100k further than what we did just by buying players, essentially, is what I'm getting at. So you guys that have a coin balance right now and that also have a club full of gold players, you're in the money. Like, you can either sell them on for probably a heightened price right now. I don't know what the gold market's gone to. I just know that my club is freaking empty at this point in time. But if you have got loads of players, and especially if you've got loads of untradeable players, you guys are going to be like, just do those upgrade SBCs, man, and you will see that you're going to come out with a whole bunch of fodder. It's going to make like the Ribery SBC, the Ousmane Dembele SBC so much cheaper for you guys, because you will pack a random 93. I'm telling you, at some point, I don't know what one it will be, but you'll pack someone that you think, wow, I can use that in an SBC. That is going to bring the cost of an 88 rated squad down. I can tell you that. So yeah, you'll probably end up spending nowhere near like 1 million coins to get that Ousmane SBC done. But of course, you'll have to spend a little bit of money to get those like top-up players to get the chemistry and stuff for your overall teams. But you'll have some great fodder, that's for sure. And I'll sort of show you that towards the end of the episode. So I don't know what happened in that last game. I think I lost. I go on like a 3-game losing streak. So if we were there, I think we go up to like 11-4, and then we go on a 3-game losing streak. Where things are just really not great. So this is actually game 2 of the losing streak. So, I mean, spoiler alert, you know what's going to happen in the next match as well. But, yeah, this game right here was a weird one. Like, he had a great team, and I was... I don't know, I knew with a player like Eusebio and Mane and then Ousmane Dembele and stuff that I was probably just not going to get this one back. And I was starting to feel myself getting a little bit annoyed. So I thought, why not just move on? And I think I wrote in the notes for this one... I quit just to get it over and done with. Yeah, so we just moved on. We came up against this guy with a lot of reds. That doesn't particularly scare me too much, because you know, I had a lot of reds. I've had a lot of reds, and I got most of them by finishing in gold 3. So it's not particularly scary. But the one thing I would say about this weekend league is that I genuinely, like, at the end of all of my games here, I end up facing 17 squads that are 4-2-3-1. It just seems crazy. I wish next year there will be more originality. And I'm not like aiming that necessarily towards the FIFA players. Obviously, it's the players themselves that have decided, yeah, I'm going to play 4-2-3-1, drop back. But it's also like the way that the game is made is that's obviously the most... or it's seen as the way to get the most wins, or the way to make FIFA the easiest, and the way to defend easiest, and to be able to counter-attack and stuff like that. So I just hope that there aren't tactics next year that make it super simple for everyone to just do this one thing, which makes the game really, really boring. It's almost like I can't really blame the players for doing it, because like it's the weekend league, it's the place where you go to get as many wins as possible, and it's how silly of me for in July, the really late stages of the game, should I think that we should all be trying to have fun in this game mode. I think maybe that's an issue on my end rather than my opponent's end, because really they're just trying to do what they've been doing all year, which is get the wins. I just wish it was different, I guess, and I'm sure a lot of you do as well. So yeah, I mean, it's nuts to see how many teams in a row I came up against that were 4-2-3-1, the same like idea and tactics and stuff. So we lost that game 4-3, and it was a frustrating one to take, and that was obviously the 3rd loss in a row. And it's never good. It is never good to take 3 losses in a row. It makes you it puts you into a different mindset going into the next few games. So I knew this game had to go well, otherwise I was going to end up just being in a complete rage, and that's when you end up losing 5 or 6 in a row, just because you're in the wrong headspace. But we're 1-0 up at halftime here, kind of like doing better than my opponent. I genuinely think I should come away with a victory in this game. And second half, or not second half, the second attack that we pretty much get here, Zlatan pushes through and he's able to knock that one across to Bobby. So I used my Zlatan there as a pacey striker. He kept thinking I was going to cut back because it's Ibra. He's not got enough pace to take on Van Dijk. He does. This Ibra is quick. You've just got he's got long old legs and he will really sprint after that ball. So like sometimes try and take that running fake shot to try and, you know, get the shoulder around the defender and you'll find yourself away. You will, I'm telling you. But it's also worth noting that this Zlatan has gone a lot quieter in front of goal. since we brought in Ribery and Zidane and changed the team around a little bit. He was really like a one-man band. I hit the bar with Zidane there. It would have been nice to get a clip with Zizou, because other than that, he's been very quiet in terms of like goals and assists for me. I've been enjoying him on the ball and stuff, and it's fun to use him. Yeah, I know, and I can feel it as well that he is not someone which is at the current meta, but like still fun player. I'm enjoying him. I'll probably try and sell him on to get a good bit of profit at some point, if that's even possible. But if I spot an opportunity, I'll get rid for more money, knowing that I've used him and stuff. If not, I might just keep him. I might just keep using him. But we've got, of course, probably got to try and change the team up for next weekend somehow. Don't know how yet. There'll probably be like 7 more SBCs that I'll try and complete by next week. I'm sure there will be, because EA keep dropping this summer heat. They keep dropping the heat on summer heat. It's crazy. We do win that game, going into the next one, and Zlatan with little step overs, and then he knocks it through to Bobby, who scores. Now I think you might notice a slight change in my team here, and it's not a change in players, but I decided to put Bobby up front, put Ribery out wide at cam, and put Ibra as the get in behind striker. So I made that change and had Bobby as the sort of like hold up striker, because he's less pacey. He's slower than Ibra, right? By quite a few pace notches. So do that, have Ribery out wide, still getting involved, but have him out wide. And I think I got along better with this afterwards. I think like Bobby as a wide cam is kind of wasted. I realized how much I actually appreciate him in front of goal, and how great he still actually is, considering he hasn't got as good stats as Ibra or as Ribery, in my opinion. But as you can see here, Zizou plays it through to Mane after some nice hold-up play. I knock it into Firmino to score the goal. It would have been nice to maybe take that one through with Mane and try the shot, so that I could have got the assist with Zidane. But it doesn't really matter. That's going to be the final game of the weekend league done. And that is going to be 14 wins. So 14-7, I think it was. Not my greatest weekend. Like we said, by bringing in someone that's maybe not quite as meta, like I might have, 1 or 2 games there might have gone my way if I'd have been using Kessie instead of Zidane, just because he's got stats like way in the 90s. But so what? Like, I don't really care about Kessie that much. He's a cool player and all that. But maybe I'd rather just give Zidane a go, if you know what I mean. So who knows? We'll probably be using Kessie next week when we try and link him to Zidane still. But hey, we'll see what happens. So player bios for the end of the weekend league. Let's talk about that before we move on into the SBCs. 1 goal, 6 assists for Fabinho. 3 assists for Zidane. That's all. No goals from him. 5 goals, 11 assists from Mane. That's class from a wide cam. 9 goals, 9 assists for Bobby. And he's been playing everywhere and coming off as a substitute. So I'm still really pleased with him. 9 goals, 6 assists from Ribery. And I think I got him like midway through the weekend league. And of course, he's been switching to cam as well. But then 29 goals, 14 assists for Zlatan. I'm surprised he didn't hit into the 30s. I am surprised, because after 8 games, he had 20 goals. So for the remaining 13 games, he only got 9 goals. Not quite 1 per game, but his assist ratio went up from like 3 assists up to 14. So he became a team player. He started sharing his food out a little bit, because he hadn't been doing so. He'd been very greedy, had Zlatan. But yeah, what a player. What a player. So we get a rare Electrum pack for reaching level 20. I'm never going to hit level 30, by the way, guys. So forget it. Like, that's not going to happen. There's just no way. I'm not playing. I'm not completing enough objectives and stuff in season objectives to make that happen. But it doesn't matter, because I don't, those players wouldn't go into my team anyway. So then these SBCs came out. These like upgrade ones. So the 84 double, the 85 to 92. And they came out and they're like kind of nuts. And then the 88 plus, of course, the 5 88 pluses or whatever it is. It's nuts. But this is my first 84 plus double. And what that costs is the same as 2 of the 81 plus doubles. So 2 just rare gold squads. And it's episode 300. What's the first massive player that we pulled on this series? Eden Hazard. It seems almost like fate. It just feels so right. Guys, I couldn't believe it when I packed this card. It's insane. This is from my first 84 plus double. It's like a written in the stars that we were going to pack the FUT Birthday Hazard. So, yeah, absolutely over the moon with that. I mean, we've just packed such a crazy cool card. And this is from an 84 plus. And look at that, 2 FUT Birthdays in one. We also get Neymar 87. That's obviously like way above what I thought I was going to get. But for any of you that are fairly new around here, this series this year has been great. Our first big player that we packed was an Eden Hazard that sold for like 450k or something. All right? And it like transformed the series. It gave me the money to buy a Neymar who became such a big player. So big that we then did the Player of the Month Neymar after we'd packed a crazy Messi. It like Eden Hazard really started this series. So it just seems so fitting that we packed the FUT Birthday version to like as like a on such a bookend as well, like on that 300th episode, the milestone. I don't know, it just seems like it was written in the stars, man. So I was obviously incredibly buzzing with that. And then we get an 85 to 92 rated player. Wanted to test out this one as well. All the time trying to get the fodder as much as I possibly could to put into the final squad that I needed for the 88 plus 5 players, whatever it is. We end up getting an 87 Carvajal from this one, which is actually, when you think about it, not that great. Like, it's 85 to 92. We were only 2 ratings up from the lowest rating. We were 5 ratings up from what we could have potentially got. So, an 87 Carvajal. Not exactly buzzing about that, if I'm honest. But it's good fodder nonetheless. But this is the squad. This is the final squad that I'm going to put in. Why is Siri? Come on, Siri. Don't do. My phone's on Do Not Disturb. Do not disturb me, Siri. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to put Roberto Carlos in. I'm going to put Kovacic in. They're gone. Don't worry about it, guys. I just don't use those players anymore. Roberto Carlos hasn't been used in my club for probably 4 months, I'm telling you. So, yeah, I mean, we could have gone and bought an 86. We probably couldn't because we've only got 3k. But it gave me the opportunity to get this really cool SBC done. I have to praise EA as well. By the way, from the 2-player pack or the 1-player pack, we get ourselves a Juan Jesus, whatever that is, Europa League Live, 86 overall. I remember buying him and using him for a bit and thinking he was a beast. Paid 100k or something for him. Or no, I bought him for like 80k or 70k, sold him for 100k. I made some profit on him once. Got another one, and this one's tradable as well, so we can sell him for all of about 20k nowadays. That's just what he goes for. But here we go, 5 88 plus players. All right, we've already got a FUT Birthday Hazard in this episode. We are gonna get a Team of the Year nominee, Brazilian goalkeeper from Man City. Guys, you know that this is bad. This is bad times. It's 5 players that are all 88 or above, right? So for the best one of those 5 players to come out as an 89, you know your luck's not really in. I loved a little 95 there to help out or something. But yeah, it's probably one of the worst ones I've seen out of everyone. 89, 89, 88, 88, and then 89 again. I guess it's not too bad. But 3 Team of the Year nominees. So it's basically like their regular cards. A regular De Gea and then just a 40k Marquinhos. I reckon it probably still makes that whole thing worth it. Apart from we got rid of Red Kovacic and Roberto Carlos, which I would have preferred to have those 2 cards in the club than these 5. But so be it, man. It's we've got good fodder. We've got good fodder for whatever the next SBC is, I guess. We've got 5, 88 plus players that we can use somewhere down the line. Other than that, my club is empty. I've got no other fodder players that I'd be willing to put in. I've got no golds. I can't even do any more of the grind because I've got no golds. I've got no coins unless I sell Zidane. So we'll see what happens. Tomorrow, everyone, you will see the highlights video. You'll see the episode 201 to 300 highlights. You can sit back and watch that for about an hour or whatever it will be in terms of length. And then the day after that, I might come back with rewards fresh on episode 301. So in my perspective, I might take a couple of days off of YouTube here and just chill and then get ready for the next assault, which is like 301 to however many. Do you reckon we can reach 350 this year? I don't know. Maybe we can, maybe we can't. We'll see. But yes, guys, 300 episodes. Just want to say a massive thank you to all of you. I really appreciate you. All that you've done for me this year. It makes me very happy to continue uploading this for you every single day. Hit me with a thumbs up if you haven't already, man. 3,000 likes is the dream. I think you can double that, really, but we'll see. We'll see if you can make it or not. Thanks for watching. Have a lovely day. Take it easy. Stay safe and healthy. Hey, we'll catch you for another century tomorrow, right? Peace.